Hi Pisces, this is Just with your June 1st to the 15th, 2017 council. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Pisces, I'm glad a lot of you owned up to it, that you needed to knock it off. You need to stop it. Okay. You need to cut it out, whatever works best for you. But it looks like a lot of you pulled your own coat and said, yeah, it's me. It's glad to see that there was confirmation. Now I have to say, this is looking a little all over the place. Okay. Now it looks like coming out of May, probably the last 3 weeks or the last 3 months, last 3 days for some of you, there's just been like some out of the blue fighting and fussing and just, even on another note, some of you could have ended a relationship and like out of the blue, a situation ended and it's just been people flooding. Like some people must have known that, hey, you're single now, and it's like all of a sudden everyone's like calling you, that sort of thing. But I feel like it's more of like some type of situation where everybody's at odds with you. There's been a lot of arguments, fighting, issues, drama, that sort of thing, that kind of like happened out of the blue. So it hasn't been, I noticed in the past few weeks, it hasn't been good to be a Pisces for some Pisces. It hasn't been good to be a Scorpio, and it hasn't been good to be a Gemini for some people. But that's like, not very isolated. It's just some things I've noticed that it's been some trying times with some Pisces and Pisces suns. I'm talking about lesser to the risings, even the lessest to Pisces rising. And then, so it's first Pisces sun, then moon, then rising. I've been noticing, but, so this may be more in line with Pisces sun, but if you can relate and you have a Pisces rising, moon, Venus, then, it applies to you as well. But it looks like there's just been some drama coming out of May. And it seems like a lot of you guys have been shooken up. Okay. And now you're just like, have gotten, I feel like you guys have dealt with the lowest part of it, or the bad, what the hell am I trying to say? The worst of it. Sorry, guys. I feel like you guys have dealt with the worst of it. And so now there's like moving forward. There's no more games being played. It's like, seriously, like for real, I'm moving forward. Okay. Which I always love to see when I see Pisces. I hate to see that 7 of Cups. You guys, to me, embody 7 of Cups. You don't need that showing up anymore. Some of you. And I don't care. Even some of you, even the ones that is not so strong, you get it sometimes too. So come on, it's Pisces, it's what it is. But you guys definitely are having full reign. Okay. I feel like if there's been any problems, issues in the past, if some of you have been on the fence, you've been trying to be a player, there's no need to be a player, because someone has either exhausted their relationship, have left all the people in their past alone, and they are officially moving forward. Okay. And I feel like there is almost like so let me back up. Okay. Because I'm about to be all over the place with this thing, which I know you guys can keep up with me. So let's start with work. Somebody could have lost their job. Looks like a woman. And some of you are working at the most chaotic place. It's not even funny. Okay. It's just chaotic. Okay. And it has you guys all messed up. And some of you may be saying to me, yes, Just, the person that jumped ship was me. Because I do see some of you have left and said, you know what, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this anymore. And I do see that you've left. And I do see that you've gotten an offer to go and work elsewhere. It may be at a distance for some of you. You may not be 100% like got it. There may be more tests you have to take, more steps you have to go through, that sort of thing before you get there. And, by the second round or like the second week, you may be like, you know what, all I want is for you to tell me, do I have it? Yes or no? That sort of thing. But it looks like you're going to get it. Even though you're going to deal with like, you may, like, okay, when you meet the people, there may be someone that acts very timid or weird. It's just either the job you're working at, you're dealing with somebody that's very weird, and your manager is like I don't want to say he's a snake, but he can be whatever he wants to be. That's low down and dirty. You know what I mean? Like he's a heartless person. I'll say that. He's a heartless person. He's someone that it's all about his bottom line. And so if he has to cut you, he'll cut you. If he whatever. And if some of you may be interviewing with a person like that, and he may intimidate the person that's already there, and you may be second guessing, like, do I really want to work here? That sort of thing. Excuse me. But it looks like you guys are going to get an offer to move on to a new place, but it will be at a distance for some of you. It looks like this is as bad as Aquarius. So let me try to clear my throat. Okay. Hopefully this water's gotten me a little bit better. Because, yeah, I was having none of these problems until I got to Aquarius and now Pisces. And I see that you guys are definitely not able to talk. You're not able to talk. You're not able to speak. You're not able to really convey how you feel. Although what you're conveying is some type of solidarity. Like, yeah, like you're trying to conform, but then you're asking yourself, do I really want to conform? Some of you are going to say, no, I'm not going to conform, and I'm out of here. Okay. And you're going to be in hot pursuit of what you really want. But I feel like that's not happening now. That's probably not going to happen until we get into Cancer season. Others of you, like going back to this job situation, you may at first like it, and then you may turn around and say, oh, this is not a good choice, but then it's not going to be easy for you to get out of it. So just be very careful. Use your best judgment, and even use your intuition. Use your intuition. And I feel like both of them are lacking you right now. Your judgment and your intuition. So I think what you have going best with you is to just stay. If you can stay put, stay put. Probably until like, I don't know, Leo season. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. Because there's something these people are not telling you if you're looking for a new job. It looks great now, and you may feel like all the possibilities, but as you get more and more invested, it becomes more and more real or reality that something's not right, and so it turns from good to bad. So I would be careful with trying to just jump out the window and run into something right now. I would say I would be careful. Just take your time. It looks like, again, like I said, new job opportunities. I definitely see that abound. Be careful with those. I do see that things picking up for you guys financially. It looks like you guys are definitely becoming a lot more stable. Some of you guys are going to school. What do I say about the school thing? Because that's the only thing I have there. You may need to really start to buckle down, I feel, and become a lot more singular in your mindset and focused on something. Like either go back to school or get more training, more skill set. If you do well with something, it doesn't hurt to take a class or to learn it more. Just don't get so comfortable with I know what I know. You can always learn more. So that's what I'm getting. Start to make more plans for your future, because I don't really see I just get this in an instant momental. Now, is that a word? Let me wait. See, I wasn't doing this in the other readings, and now I'm getting all over the place. In the moment, for lack of a better word. Okay, I get this very in the moment. I'm not feeling long-term planning. I feel like it's like a day-to-day energy, which is not good. You guys need to start focusing on your future, making plans towards your future. What does that look like? What do you want it to be? First, you guys, you are the best visionary. So vision that. What is it? And then start to make your plans. You need to start making your plans. Yes, you're doing fine for yourself. Okay, fine. For some of you that can relate to this. but you can always improve. So you need to be focusing on how should I improve? How can I improve? What can I do better? Because you guys are all over the place. You are all over the place, and that is not good. And I know I started off by saying that you guys have the very controlled and focused card, which I like to see. But I feel, again, you need to be focused. You need to be laser sharp focused on something. And with that comes success. And again, it's going to take you to it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take consistency and focus and consistency and focus. But with it comes a new opportunity. Things will come your way and you will start to reap the benefits of it. But again, you have got to be focused and consistent. I can't say that enough. Focus, consistent, and one thing. Focus, consistent, one thing. Because as soon as you start thinking you're a Gemini and you can take on 2, 3, 4 things, this is just going to be a pile of poop. I'm telling you right now, a pile of poop. And all of the good things that I'm seeing here that has possibilities isn't, it's going to be delayed, and it's going to happen, but it's going to be so delayed because you're playing games. Okay. You're trying to do too much, but if you just focus on one thing and be consistent and really commit to it, stop saying, okay, I'm committing, but then playing around. Like, let's just say, okay, I'm going to the gym and you have to change your diet. You can't just go to the gym and then leave there and eat a candy bar. You can't just go to the gym and eat one meal or, not take all of the areas of working out seriously. Like and that's where the research and learning and really committing to learning as much as you can so that you are best prepared to, plan out this thing the most effective and then therefore commit to it, right? And make it as simple as possible for yourself. It's guaranteed success. It's guaranteed success. But if you just sitting here talking about, oh, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week, when you get in there, or every day you get in there, you're barely working out, you're looking around more than anything, you go on your phone, then you get out, you don't eat or you don't get protein, you don't do the next things that you need to do. And then 6 months down the line, someone that did do those things, you're like, wow, look at their body, because you see them in the gym and you're like, we did start together and I remember she was, and you're still looking like that. That's what I'm talking about. You can get there, but only you can get there if you are consistent, focused, and committed. So as it relates to love, I feel like some situation ended. Again, a relationship there's some type of end to a relationship, fallout. And it could be like this, trying to figure out what are you going to do? But I feel like for some of you, a lot of you, that could be a past. For some of you, it could be like, oh, that was 3 years ago, but it's showing up now. Why? Because it's now showing that you're at a stage where you've moved on. You can finally say, I've let that go. I've let it go and I've moved on. It looks like there's going to be a lot of like, if you're in a relationship with someone, like love, possible pampering, a lot of affection. Some of you that have recently broke up with someone, you may be feeling like this person, you may be, have had your eye on someone else. So now you're going to see them. The person could be very suspicious of you. They may not have known that you was in a relationship. They may have not known that you were married, that sort of thing. And now that, you may be dissolving that marriage, you need to prove to them that this is actually a new beginning. So there's some proving that has to be done, or you guys are feeling that way as well, that there's some proving. Some of you could be making serious plans. I feel serious plans. There can be some, I do see like a lot of emotional exchanges. However, there's still like this gap. That's what I get. I get like, I love the person, but we're not 100% there yet, and then some of you may be thinking like, maybe I should, like, you may be going to someone and telling them, hey, you love them, that sort of thing, but it's just so much work. It could be just so much work with that person that you may feel like, you know what, I think I'd be better off if I just keep going. Like, just leave it all behind me and just, let it all go. So there may be that thought too, to want to let a situation completely go. But if you feel that way, you're not going to communicate it at all. Okay. You're not. There may be, a situation where some of you are, maybe a situation where some of you are finding out that, just this is a side note, you may be finding out that you beat out someone for a job, may beat out for someone for something that you wanted, like you got it. And there's some success that go along with it. However, whatever it is you get into, you have to know that you're in it for the long haul, because it isn't going to be that easy to get out of it. Okay. So just be careful with that. But I do see for some Pisces, there is, some form of a triangle, like you're married, but you're trying to connect with someone. If you are, and you're still existing in that relationship, it's going to get found out. So, you know, like I said, I feel karma is here. So you need to be careful on a morale level about the decisions that you're making. Other than that, I feel like by second week, there's going to be a new beginning, starting new. Again, somebody could be coming to see you, you going to see them. But I just see, like, after a lot of planning, communication, that sort of thing, it's like now you're looking at the possibility of everything new for you. And some of you, it's just very singular, I get. But the reality is that there is a relationship here. Just, again, people need to trust. I feel like there's lack of trust. So because there's no real trust, everybody is kind of like, it's almost like enemy lovers. You know how people, they love each other, but they don't trust each other, so they're like enemies. They treat each other like enemies, and it could be secretly, like they don't say anything nasty to each other, but they hide their money. They'll hide their money, or they may say nasty things to each other. They may say, "I don't trust you." They may bring up, "Remember that time," that sort of thing. So, yeah, if you guys could like throw that out the window, let that go, then you could really experience, I feel, a really great bond. With all of that distrust, I feel like all it's doing is just creating separatism between, separation, I should say, but a separateness between you and your mate. Okay. Which isn't going to, cause it's like, you're very independent, ladies, and you're also very independent, men, or he's independent or she's independent. And so with that, it could go, you guys could be together or you may not. But at the end of the second week, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity to get closer. But again, someone needs to step up and let go of, either make a decision or let go of whatever. Like, if you've both come from past relationships where you've been wounded, you need to communicate that with each other. Like, I don't know when I'll be able to like fully love. There needs to just be honesty. Okay. No matter what all is said, I feel like people need to just start to, like, if you're going to be with the person, just start to focus on, you know, allowing yourself to be consistent with, and constant with finding out, how do I learn to trust this person again, and what do I do? And, you know, just start little steps, baby steps, because again, it's going to take time, but baby steps in that direction of trusting that person. You can only control your own self. And at the end of the day, if anything dissolves, breaks up or whatever, if you know you've given 110%, you can look in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm fine with walking away. I'm fine with it ending, because I've given everything, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything. So if you can get closer to that and understand that, you know, no one's promised no time. So just enjoy what it is that you have, and enjoy those moments. It's worth it when you're enjoying the moments. If it's something that's completely toxic, which I don't see here. I just see people that don't necessarily trust each other. And ladies, I'm gonna need for you to open your eyes. I'm gonna need for you to really pay attention. Okay, because this man is more strategic than you are, and he's more clear than you are, because you don't want to be. So just get very clear and don't get too comfortable, and be very serious. Okay. And other than that, that's what I have for you guys. It's like I'm giving you guys a half a year or something like that. So I'm going to wrap this up. I think you guys have gotten the longest video. And it's only 2 weeks, but I'm at the end, and didn't feel like I was at the end. And that has a lot to do with the fact that we're in, about to say Scorpio, we're in Gemini season. So that's why I'm talking as much as I'm talking. And also, that's why it doesn't feel like I've said much. So, yeah, that's duality. That is Gemini. So that's what I have for you guys for the for the first 2 weeks of this month. If you would like to share with us how this relates to you, please do so in the comment section below. You know, we'd love to hear from you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Pisces.